Hi, my name's Helen Wilding and I am an urban sketcher. For a long time I've been doing artwork for all sorts of reasons, some things for a carer art project and sometimes just, and mainly really just for me. I've loved the idea of having some business cards that basically became a folio, and so Moo cards became a really great place to go to. Now Moo, I've got cards from them before, and these are some standard ones from a while ago. Now I love them. These are their standard business cards, the matte. And I've also had their little tiny mini cards, which I've also thought are really wonderful and they feel beautiful. But what really got me sucked in recently was that they were advertising these 100% recycled cards made from cotton t-shirts. And the reason being that when I'm doing my sketching, I'm generally using paper that's got cotton in it for my watercolours and things. So I thought it would be really nice to have something that reflected the texture of my books, and I was hoping too that the colours would be pretty close. So I just thought you might like to see what the Moo business cards are like in their new cotton format. So this is how they arrive. Look, I can't say that I can pretend that this is the first time I've opened them. I wasn't going to wait that long. So they come like this. They've got their little gorgeous little box here too. And look, I get sucked in by little things like this. My goodness, you're gorgeous. And so you can see here, you've got a pack with Moo cards. You can have 50 different designs, which is fantastic. So it is like a little folio. And you can see here how they've turned out. They've got this really lovely texture, which is very, very similar to my books, which makes sense because they've both got a cotton in the paper. The colours are pretty spot on. So if you think, well, here's that picture of the dog. I mean, and look, it's affected by how I've scanned it and reproduced it in Photoshop as well. But let's see, for the colours, if you think about how the colours pick up, where's an example? Here's that one. So not bad, really, is it? So, it definitely gives the feeling of my sketchbook, that sort of, it's not shiny. It's still got that same, very much that same feeling. It's probably not quite as contrast as I would have liked to be, but then, you know, maybe my drawing isn't either. And also it's harder to pick up, I think, those really sharp contrasts in a small format. But if you look at that in comparison to this, to me there's quite a different feeling. They're both beautiful, but in a very different sort of way. So this is sort of sleek. It has a laminated feel. Probably really good if you're going to have grottier hands more, but this to me is much closer to how my actual artwork is. So I'll just sort of flick through a few of these so you can see what they look like. And look, I'm very happy with them, really. As I say, I probably would have liked a few little bit more or of a contrast, with the blacks being a little bit blacker and the lights being a little bit brighter, because I think I did that pretty much on my my JPEGs. But there are so many things that can change, and part of it's about printing colours and all sorts of things, but really very happy. Oh, and also I've done, one side is all the same. So you get 50 different designs on one side, and on the other side you get all the same. So this was how I just did the artwork for my own, for on that. So that's all on one side. And then as an artist, I figured, well, you know, if I go urban sketching, people often come up and chat to me, and maybe I can give them a little piece of artwork if they like. And it's something to remember, something to share. It's also something really nice if you've got other people who do urban sketching and things too, because it's a little bit like an artist card, isn't it? A trading card. Just a bit of fun. Anyway, look, I highly recommend them. I would go back personally to these ones rather than the standard myself. It's a little bit more, but not much more, but it's much more reflective of the sort of work that I do. So I'm hoping that that might help you a little bit if you're trying to make a decision about whether you get cotton versus anything else. You can also say, look, it's plenty thick enough. It's nothing light about that. I have got the square corners. So really lovely, really, really well done. Highly recommended.